Sorry. Well, freaking. If it didn't get any of the stuff that I was saying before, this All-Star Weekend 2017.
And entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Got a hand on it. Corner shot, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Freak's got 10 points.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, cannot hit. The Elites go the other way with it. Johnson the screen. Okafor with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. A three ball, and he gets it to go.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And the Stars have possession. It's a three-point game. Here's Esparza. It's rebounded by the Elites. Towns has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Johnson, a wide open look, and they're unable to get the tying basket there. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. There's the bucket. Good. 5 points in the game.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Kicks it to Okafor. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Here's Freak. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. He rifled that one in from distance. And that's 13 points for Freak.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Here's Azania. He has 5. Another shot, and there's the nice layup by Johnson.
And there's no question he was going to be playing in this game, because as far as a first or second year player goes, he's about as impactful as any in the league.
That's exactly right. I mean, he's quickly become one of his team's most important players. For most guys, that can take years, but it's happened really fast for him.
And it's the Elites with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Freak. And Okafor has it in the corner to the inside. It's deflected. Now here's Freak. He's got 16. The pass to Fowler. It's stolen by Johnson. 1:53 left here in the first quarter. Here's Poole. The shot misses. And it's the Stars the other way. Now Freak. Pass to Fowler. And here's Freak. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Azania. Johnson the screen. 6 to shoot. No luck.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
And the Stars leading by 7. And a wide open look for Freak. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Freak's got 19 points.
And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get to the shooters. It's imperative that they get a hand.
And the Stars now going with a whole new group out there.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
On the court right now for the Stars. Freak in at point guard. Porzingis is out there with Winslow, and it's Fletcher in at the 5. They set the pick. Here's Freak. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
And what a game for Freak. 19 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
And both free throws good from Freak.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's Poole. No good off the front iron.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Puts one up from 19. Good on the shot. He has 6. And the Stars leading by 4. Freak with it. He's got 21. "16 feet away." It's rebounded by the Elites.
A lot of great plays being made here on the defensive end.
That indeed is a rarity. The highlights are almost always on the offensive end of the floor in this event.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Towns, the pass to Hazania. Fires from deep. No good. Now the Stars take it the other way. Now here's Freak. Ripped away. And they're running. Here's Azania. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Stars.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
He's perfect from the line this time. And the Stars leading by 4. Now Freak.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Now here's Winslow, covered by Okafor. Pass to Freak. To the paint, Towns with the steal.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Here's Poole. Offensive rebound. Azania. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Stars lead by 4.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Come on, fellas, we got to pick up the pace. If we see an open look, we got to take it. We have to make them play hard tempo.
And so here are the elites. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Stolen by Winslow. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the shot is good. Now it's a 6-point Stars lead.
And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Johnson, good.
As opposed to the first quarter, they're doing a much better job from behind the arc here in the second. They're starting to heat up a little bit, percolate from behind that three-point line, and as a result, they're chipping away at that lead.
And here's Freak. 21 points in the game. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Passes to Hazania. Johnson the screen. Up off the screen. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
That drops. And that's now 25 points for Freak.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
The basket pool from downtown. And again, it's the elites with a 3.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Here's Freak. And the Stars, another 3.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far. Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
And he banks in the layup. And it's a 7-point Stars lead.
And for this young man, this game is serving as kind of a coming out party, if you will. A lot of fans haven't seen him that often during the regular season.
And that's one of the neat things about the Rising Stars Challenge. It's a way for some talented young players to get their first taste of the national spotlight.
3-pointer. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Kane dishes to Towns. He feeds it to Booker. He kicks to Okafor. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The elites have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8. The first free throw is good. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. It's the Stars.
It's there. That's how you protect the rim.
Now here's Freak, guarded closely. That's to Porzingis. Dishes to Freak. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Freak's got the lead up to 10 now for the Stars. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Basket Poole. Baseline J on the way. Nice jump shot. Good. 16 points for him.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Towns with the steal. Here's Azania. He's got 17. Poole. And Winslow pulls it down.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And it's Freak missing. Leeds trail by 8. Pass to Hazanya. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Hazanya's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Offensive rebound.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense. But what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And it's Freak missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
They set the screen. There's the basket. Poole. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Here's Freak. Again, the miss by the Stars.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Here's Watkins. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Now just a 2-point Stars lead. Now here's Freak. He's got 34. To the middle. Here's Fletcher. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. He's got 8.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Some changes here for the Elites. Okafor's checked in, and it's Towns in for Anderson. The Stars making a switch here.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
On the court for the Stars. Freak, he's in at point guard. Also Cartwright out there, and it's Winslow in at the 3. Freak with it, now guarded by Payne. A nice shot by Winslow. And the Stars lead by 2.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending him to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look.
There's the screen. Okafor dishes to Booker. Here's Payne. But they'll get another chance. And he gets it to go.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
I certainly would be feeling good. Fourth quarter, momentum with them, ahead of steam. They've got to be feeling confident now.
Free throw good. Freak is Anya. He's checked in for Booker. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Payne. He dishes it to Okafor. Pass to Azania. Embiid the screen. Down low. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game. Terrific work by Embiid. He has 8 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
Here's Freak. And once again off the mark by the Stars.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Here's Towns. And that misses. That would have put him up. So it's the Stars now. There's the screen. Inside, here's Fowler. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Stars lead by 2.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs. Assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
Zinkas is checked in for the Stars. The Stars with the lead. Down low, here's Freak. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Towns, the pass to Hazania. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Johnson, he's checked in for Embiid. Here's Johnson, an easy layup after coming off the pick.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
There's the bucket, good. Freak's got 46 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Payne passes to Hazania. Okafor kicks to Payne, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Payne's got 4 points this quarter.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Now here's Freak. D right on him. Out to the right wing. They set the pick. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already he has 5 turnovers so far. It's not the strongest game for him in that regard.
Towns in the corner. The shot is off. And it's the Stars the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Freak passes to Fletcher. Now Freak to the middle. Excellent D there by Johnson.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Stars.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
The dish to Towns. And out of bounds as the Stars gain possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
And the Stars leading by 4. Pass to Fletcher. Now the feed to Winslow. Down low, Porzingis laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Kicks to Towns. Puts up the baby hook, and he gets it to go. 1:53 left here in the 4th quarter. And here's Freak. Passes it to Porzingis. To the paint. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one is on Towns.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as...
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you. We're forcing the issue too much.
.139 left in the 4th quarter of this one. The jump hook, and he overshot that one, missing.
It really depends on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the layup. And the Stars lead by 8.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Here's Azania. The Elites again can't hit it. Out of bounds, the Elites take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
There's 57 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Dishes it to Towns. Puts up the baby hook. That's good.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
They set the pick. Towns comes with a double team. Out of bounds, the Elites take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Plenty of space. Nails it. And now they trail by just 4. 32 seconds left in the fourth. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
To the inside. And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And the Elites with the possession. Booker dishes to Payne. Embiid kicks to Anderson. Watkins. The pass to Payne. From outside the arc. Count it.
So we only won by like 3. Yeah. So I have 52 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Now the slam dunk contest, I might not win.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius.
And that wraps up our coverage of the Rising Stars game here on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet and Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We look forward to seeing you again as the second half of the NBA season gets underway.
Oh, I missed 8 threes. Alright, this 3-point contest first, boys. So we have Armor, Curry, Knight, Green, Chandler, and that guy from the Magic. Curry. This chef. frequency vibration buzz.
And get ready, everyone. All-Star action is coming your way. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. This place is gonna go crazy. Let's get it on in the Foot Locker three-point contest. It takes a steady hand and a keen eye and an even steadier nerve to survive this competition.
And as with all the All-Star festivities, the three-point contest is about having fun, a good time. But still, that doesn't mean the competitive juices won't be flowing.
Now, no question, Clark, these guys are in it to win it. There's a lot of pride on the line when you're up against your peers like this, but I do feel that the guys who perform the best are the ones who relax and just enjoy the experience.
And here we go with Freak. 5 racks, 30 is a perfect score. Remember that the last ball on each rack, the money ball is worth 2.
And money balls are key. Got to get in that groove early here to knock those money balls down.
Yeah, no question, Clark. You really want to dial it in on that first rack if you can.
And over his career, just a superb long-range marksman. Your memory has to be very short in this format, like less than a second. You have to put every miss right behind it. Forget about it.
Yeah, because one miss can easily turn into 2 and then 3, and then you start racing because you're worried about the clock, and before you know it, you're pretty much out of it.
Good for 13. Only managed to sink one there. He's at 14. Now to 15. At 16.
Bringing some very nice shooting together here.
1 rack left.
Boy, he's heating up, guys. Boy, is he finishing strong, guys.
His 8th in a row. He is on fire. A grand total of 25 points for the round. Wow, how about that performance, guys? Man, nice work.
You know, he ran a string of made shots up to 10 in that round. So you can see when he gets it going, watch out.
And so here's Curry now.
You look at the numbers through the first part of his career. Now, there's a legitimate case that Steph Curry will go down as maybe the best shooter in the history of the NBA.
You know, the importance of getting into a rhythm early can't be understated. I mean, it's not a make one, miss one kind of deal. You need to get on a roll.
Yeah, that's correct, Clark. I mean, there's going to be ebbs and flows during the contest, but I think the winner will always string together at least one run where he makes 5 or 6 in a row, preferably with a couple of money balls involved there as well.
He's got 9.
Curry really catching fire now. He's in the zone.
And he buries his 5th in a row. Can't get the money ball. That's 13. Make that 14.
Rock solid shooting down the stretch.
And he's got 15 points when the round ends. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
I thought he had his stroke working pretty well for him. I mean, what do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, solid shooting. He looked very confident. You know, it never became one of those lights out rounds that it could have been. But all in all, I think he's got to be.
In the end, it's a 12-point round for him. Well, not his finest showing. I think we can all agree he could have done a lot better.
Yeah, and you know, in this kind of format, guys, the slow starts can be almost insurmountable.
So it'll be Danny Green here. He's got to have at least 12 to avoid getting knocked out.
It's a matter.
So it'll be Wilson Chandler here.
If he can hit the 15-point mark, he'll stay alive.
He finishes with 14 points on the board. Wrapping up the qualifying round, he knows there's nobody coming after him. He knows the score to beat. He only needs to break 15 points to move on. Here we go. Freak's got the bars set pretty high for himself in the finals after blowing away the competition in the first round, guys.
Oh, there's no question he's the one everybody's picking to grab the trophy. How could he not be?
Well, he's my pick. I mean, he's in top form. He's one of the best shooters in the world. And I'll tell you what, his qualifying round was a thing of beauty.
So it'll be Wilson Chandler here. 24 seconds back on the clock. Can he do better? The door wide open right now. pressure's on. He's got 24 seconds to top the score and move on.
Well, that score can't have him too worried. I'm guessing.
He squeaked into this round with the lowest qualifying score so far. He's the first one to go in this one.
You know, in the three-point contest,
so it'll be Danny Green here.
the door is open. 12
and 13 is the final score. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
Yeah, even if he didn't set things completely on fire, it's still a fine score. I mean, what did you take away from it, Steve?
Well, you know, it wasn't his best, but he gutted out a pretty decent round when he didn't have his best stuff, and that's the sign of an excellent shooter there.
And here we go with Freak. Here we go. This is it. He led all qualifiers. Now, can he emerge victorious in the final? All he needs is 14 to take the win. 6 points away from the win.
Yeah, but he's starting to get it going.
9 consecutive makes. He is in a flow. 11 straight. He's raining them down. This is getting ridiculous. That's 13 straight. Nearly perfect there. Just one miss on the rack. Now up to 18. Makes it to 19. That's a big 20 points. He's 4 for 4 on Moneyball.
Fantastic stuff.
Cool, he knocks down his 5th straight. He's at 25. How about that? He finishes with 27. Wow, that was something else, guys. We don't see too many performances like that.
It got out of control for a while there. I mean, I don't know that I've ever seen anything like it. Just one shot after another, just continuing to fall. He was in an unbelievable group.
And as we close out the Foot Locker three-point contest, we can safely say that one-man shooting tonight was absolutely remarkable. This year's champion, Freak.
Now, how much fun was that? That could be the highlight of this year's All-Star festivities.
Well, for me, Clark, the three-point contest.
So I won the three-point contest.
Happy to have a ringside seat for it.
And from all of us here at 2K Sports, we're thrilled to have brought you this year's three-point contest. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Steve Curry.
All right, now I have to do the slam dunk contest, which I'll probably end up losing. And I did defeat. Well, I'm still demolishing. Freaking, even though we're halfway through the season, I've already beaten Curry's record for the most three-pointers made in a single season. Because I think I'm actually at. I'm at. Where is it? I'm only like 20 points behind him now. Oh, I'm at 298, and the record was it was like 287, and we're only halfway through the first half of the season. All right, now here's a preview of the slam dunk contest. Oh, what? Oh, I can only do one. I guess I could have only done one. Anyway, all right, NBA All Star. So I guess I'm not in the slam dunk contest. I guess you can only choose one or the other.
What's up, everybody? Freak, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. Just hard to believe I get to be a part of all this.
It's the end of a long weekend. Just do your best and relax and enjoy it. Maybe give the fans a little show, too. But you all know things get serious in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah, I'll be ready. Butterfly's long gone by then.
What makes you think you'll even be playing in the fourth quarter, Freak?
Okay. Just because I wasn't on the cover of 2K like the rest of y'all doesn't mean I can't get it done when it counts.
And you can't even get it done on a virtual court. I beat you without even trying last night.
Got you there.
You got lucky. Okay, I want a rematch.
Yo, I want in on this. I could take you or James.
Well, I got plenty of time to beat all of you. Steph, you want in on this too?
I'm in. Hope you know how to defend the long ball better than you do out here.
I'll take one after you guys are done. Might as well make me the championship game.
Ha! Okay, consider it done. It's gonna be the easiest night of my life. But now it's time to start the real show with the league's newest star at center stage. Good luck tonight, fellas.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their...
Combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in. Well, the All-Star Game D is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Curry against LeBron. Here's Griffin. Low block shot on the way. That is good. Westbrook's got his second bucket tonight.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
First one falls for him. A big group substitution here for the East. Al Horford, he's checked in for Gasol. Millsap comes in for LeBron. George is checked in for Anthony. And Thomas subbed in for John Wall. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Davis. Leonard comes in for Kevin Durant. Evans, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And Lillard subbed in for Curry. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Greg Popovich had a few moments to share with me. I asked him about how he was going to get the All-Stars comfortable playing with each other, and he said, we're just going to keep our sets very simple and let them go out and make plays. I took one look at the roster and knew all I had to do was get out of the way, and we'd have success. Should be fun to watch, guys.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Here's Freak. 9 points in the game so far, and he gets it to go. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stat. For the East All-Stars.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Off target from three-point range. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Howard's checked in for Blake Griffin.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
I tell you what, he can do it. A lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Kicks it to Millsap from past the arc. That's good. Millsap's got his first 3 points of the game.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
It's a 9-point spread. Evans outside. Lillard with a screen for Evans. Lillard with it, out defended by Freak. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. Takes a 3, good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 4 assists now tonight.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Shot from 12. Horford gets the bucket. Horford's got his first 2 points of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
And the basket by Lillard.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Freak kicks to Millsap. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Dwight Howard.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The East All-Stars have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Paul Millsap. Lopez, he's checked in for Al Horford. Both free throws good for Millsap. Here's Lillard. 20 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Aldridge. 2 on the clock. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. East All-Stars lead by 10. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. A great event unfolding. 1 quarter of basketball already played. And welcome back, everyone, to this year's coverage of the NBA All-Star Game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Freak in at shooting guard. Brook Lopez is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Anthony. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. And that one's good. Freak.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers. And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Here's Freak. Good D by Westbrook. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
This has not been a pretty picture. I certainly expected a better game than what we've gotten so far.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made this half. Turnovers haven't been an issue for them yet.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
Pau Gasol is checked in for the East. Durant kicks to Curry. Picked by Griffin. Westbrook passes to Griffin. Good on the baseline, Jay. Griffin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nothing new to see Griffin knock down one of those shots. That's his bread and butter.
To the middle, here's Freak.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Freak. 19 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
And Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
And both free throws good from Freak. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Carmelo Anthony. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Outside, Wall. There's the dish to Freak. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Curry with a wide open look. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Curry's got 4 points in the quarter.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And it's Freak missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Westbrook kicks to Curry. Back to Westbrook. Here's the three. The shot misses. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And it's Freak missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his third assist on the night.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Anthony dishes to Freak. It's James atop the key. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Freak. It's rebounded by the West.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now. Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Freak's got 9 points in the quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
LeBron passes to Freak. The 3-ball. Shot is no good. The West All-Stars will go the other way with him.
Well, he's definitely got a shoot-first mindset right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and that's not always endearing to your teammates, if you ask me. I mean, this is a game where everybody wants a piece of that spotlight. It shouldn't just be about him.
West All-Stars shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That's good from Durant. New players again. And then for the East, Millsap comes in for Al Horford. And Freak subbed in for Paul George. The West All-Stars also with a sub. Howard's checked in for Durant. Freak kicks to Bosch. The East All-Stars shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one counts.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now here's Evans. Here's Aldridge. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Aldridge has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's hard to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch.
Who's that? Oh, I see it.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. East All-Stars ahead, just dominating this one. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we return to the NBA All-Star game. One half is in the books, and the second half about to begin.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
On the court for the West All-Stars, they've got Curry. Durant is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Griffin, and it's Westbrook in at the 2 spot. Anthony kicks to LeBron. Now the pass to Freak. James a screen on Durant. Freak dishes to LeBron. Gasol a screen. Nice shot by James. LeBron's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the East All-Stars. Out to the right wing. Inside, Durant. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Davis sets a screen. Feeds it to Westbrook. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. And we're just about a minute and a half into the... Third quarter of basketball. Good looking screen by Gasol. Wall attacking. Here's LeBron. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Durant, no good.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Baseline jumper. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. Freak's got 29.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Rotate over.
Yes,
and make
Kevin,
your
during that
presence
last
felt.
break, I heard David Blatt as he
soft.
addressed his team. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And both free throws good for Davis. And here are the East All-Stars now. Pass to Freak. James a screen on Westbrook. Freak kicks to LeBron. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. LeBron's got 4 this quarter.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Westbrook passes to Griffin. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
From past the arc, no luck.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Boy, just a lovely dish by Griffin.
To the paint, deflects the pass. Anthony dishes to LeBron. Durant against Wall. Outside.
much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second. Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Double team on Westbrook. Shot from 12. And it's Davis missing. Davis has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Freak. And Durant sends it back.
I got my shit blocked.
Now the feed to Westbrook. Good, and Curry gets the assist. That's now 8 points for Russell Westbrook. Clark setting up the half-court offense now.
But, Kevin, that's where they've struggled. I mean, their fast break game has been productive, but in the half-court, they've left a bit to be desired.
Yeah, they've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half-court.
Curry kicks to Westbrook, to the middle. And a wide-open look for Freak. Nailed from three-point land. Freak's got 7 points here in this quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they've both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other. You can see it in his eyes. It became mano-mano. He wanted to return the favor with that three, but just didn't get it to go.
They set the pick. Takes a three. That drops. Freak's got 38 points.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Dishes to Griffin. To halt the run. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Griffin's got 14.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely given the defenders something extra to think about.
And that one's good. Freak.
They're straying away from the three. Three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
A nice shot by Griffin.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Out to the wing. Davis against LeBron. Inside. Freak. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Freak's got 42 in the game.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passion of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
And Wall kicks to Anthony. Wall wide open. It's rebounded by Curry.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him SHHing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. And that one's good. Free.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisp. especially right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Curry passes to Griffin. And it's off the back rim, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is. That's one of
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The East All-Stars up on top, delivering the blowout. And we'll be back right after this. We've been having a great time here, and we hope you have been too. The All-Star Game coverage continues. Tuning in here to 2K Sports.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
Freak in a 2-guard. Chris Bosh is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Lowry, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Count the bucket. Harden's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the West All-Stars. Now Lowry, Bosh, a screen on Bledsoe, and it's Lowry penetrating, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And oh, here we go, Knight, nobody back, and he gets the bucket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Bosh, the screen to the inside. No good. Good work defensively by Harden. Here's Bledsoe. Here's Knight. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. DeRozan's checked in. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Leonard, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. And that one falls for Knight. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Lowry kicks to Freak. Double team on Bosh. Jacks up a 3, and there's Lowry. That's good on the assist by Bosh.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the 3-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the 3-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Freak from beyond the arc, and then some. Freak's got 47 points.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star Game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
Rosen dishes to Bosh. Here's Freak. And that one comes up a bit short.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Millsap sets the pick for Freak. Stolen by Bledsoe. Oh, and here comes Bledsoe all alone. And he gets it to go. That's 7 points for Brandon Knight.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle, spreading it around.
Lowry passes to Millsap. Back to Lowry. And DeRozan kicks to Freak. And Lowry has it in the corner. Leonard with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Harden. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
And he gets it to go. No problem on the three from Freak. Freak's got 50 points.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Here's Aldridge. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Freak dishes to Bosch. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Passes it to Bledsoe. Misses the three.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Freak kicks to DeRozan. He dishes it to Freak. The 17-footer. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Now the East All-Stars with it. Lets the three fly, and that one's good. Freak. Freak's got 9 points in the quarter.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Al Horford's checked in for Bosch. James comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Kyle Lowry. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Griffin's checked in for Aldridge. Davis comes in for James Harden. Tyreke Evans is checked in for Brandon Knight. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Eric Bledsoe.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
The West All-Stars with the ball. Picked by Griffin. Left side, Davis. And it's sent back by Horford. Thomas with the ball. Here's Freak. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Outside for Griffin. Leonard attacking from 18 feet away. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got his third rebound tonight. He kicks it to DeRozan. And here's Freak. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 7th assist in the game.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Lillard the pass to Davis. And stolen by James. He feeds it to Freak. Three-pointer. No good. Good work defensively by Lillard. Kicks it out to Evans. Davis with a screen on DeRozan. Evans dishes to Davis. can't convert after the good screen.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. And the East with some changes. Lopez comes in for LeBron. And Georgia subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Howard's checked in for Griffin. Harden comes in for Leonard. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Tyreke Evans. And Knight subbed in for Damian Lillard.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job.
Horford with a screen on Knight. Down low. And it's sent back by Howard. Knight wide open. Hits the jumper in space. Knight's got 9 points now in just the second half. Now the East All-Stars with it. Here's Thomas. Lopez a screen. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Free throw good. Freak. The East making a switch. Bosch is checked in. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Aldridge is checked in. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Knight, that's a 2-pointer. And too long on the shot.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Keep running, keep running.
Second free throw, no good. And the West All-Stars with possession. Howard kicks to Bledsoe. Here's Knight. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
Thomas kicks to Bosch. Here's Lopez, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Harden against George. Harden outside. So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in the All-Star Game action now in the books. So let's take a look back at some of the footage from our All-Star Game MVP. Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping.
Can you say freak-alicious? Watching this guy all season, I think most of us were.
And that'll do it for this year's All-Star Game. Some splendid talent on display tonight. For Shaquille, 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson.